What's up guys, my name's Adapt. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So we are back with another video where I'm just showing you guys a new formation. Well, when I say new, I've done a video on this formation already, but I'm bringing you guys a more updated video on this formation. So today we're not doing the 4-5-1, we're doing the 4-2-4. And you guys are looking at this team with a Liga 1 striker who's 75 rated up top. You guys are probably thinking, why have I got a player like that in my team? Now, the reason why is because Henry's at centre mid. I need to put a injury card on him quickly. Yeah, Henry's at centre mid. And that's for my main team really. I am just trying to do these weekly objectives. So I'm trying to do the weekly objectives at the moment, and let's just take a look at the weekly objectives. Okay guys, so let's go ahead, let's go into weekly objectives here. So Footy's Coleman, assist using French players in 9 separate rival matches. For me, that's going to be okay because I've got quite a lot of good French players in my club. But what about the other people who have got other untradeable cards who aren't French? I'm lucky, I've got loads of French cards in my squad. I've got quite a few nice French cards in my club. And then win 4 squad battles matches using Liga NOS players. It's not difficult, but squad battles is just boring. Nobody likes squad battles. Assist using Brazilian players in 5 separate rival matches. EA really need to do something about these rivals weekly objectives, because there's people who, if you've got a skill rating like mine, let's go ahead, let's go into division rivals right now. If you've got a 2000 skill rating, you're not going to get easy games. Everyone's going to be sweating. Most people don't even want to get the weekly objectives cards, or maybe they want to, but they just can't be asked because their teams are too good already. They just can't be asked to go ahead and get them weekly objective cards or foot swap deal players. So they're just going to be sweating. It's going to give them an obvious advantage. They're going to be running down the wings, flicking it up, scoring crosses, scoring headers. Just the normal toxic stuff that goes on in this game in division rivals and foot champions. And yeah, I've just messed up this year. There's nothing more to say about that. The fact that there's people relegating themselves to Div 4, Div 5, possibly even getting just as good rewards as someone who'd finish in Div 1, because these ultimate packs, the pack weight is just disgusting. The players you get in these packs are an absolute joke. There's a small chance really of you getting someone that good, to be honest, and you get 2 ultimate packs untradeable from playing a whole week of division rivals against hard opposition. Foot swap deals players, Brazilian players in 5 separate rivals matches, that's going to be okay for people like me, but the amount of games I have to play in July, so I need to play 13 games at least in rivals to get 1 foot swap deal player and a Footy's Coleman, which is an absolute joke. And you guys are saying maybe I could do it in less, but then I'd have to have a mixture of French and Brazilian players. And if you guys go and look at my squad right now, the squad that I've built for this video, I'm going for Coleman at the moment. I've got quite a few French cards here. I have got some Brazilian cards. I do have a couple Brazilian cards, but it's just the chemistry really, guys. Now, if I really try and mix all of this up, it's really just going to ruin the chemistry, to be honest. So I'm going to have to do French first and then probably Brazilian. But it's going to take me a lot of time, which is just a pain. But anyway, I'm going to make the most out of it. I'm going to make videos for you guys whilst I'm trying to do these weekly objectives as well. And let's see these other foot swap deal objectives. So win 4 squad battles matches using a squad with a maximum rating of 82. It's possible, but it's just going to be boring on world class difficulty. Assist 15 goals using Eredivisie players in squad battles. Squad battles is just boring, even if it is on professional difficulty. Nobody wants to play squad battles. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this actual video now. Enough of that rant. So this is the team we went ahead and used. I'm just going to take you guys through this team. I can't be asked to go into detail on every single player. It's a decent team. It's a decent team. And as soon as the game starts, I'll bring Henry on and I'll bring Lozano on, who I've been having so much fun with. I just love this Lozano card. The 4 games I played with him have been absolutely exceptional. He's just been great in game. So let's get into the custom text and the player instructions, and I will be right back. Now guys, getting into the custom tactics, we're going to go to game plans quickly, and we are using the 4-2-4 formation. So this video is on to 4-2-4. So I have Neymar and Saint Maximin on the left and the right, and then I take off Villa for Lozano. I play him in that right striker role, and I take off this guy for Henry, just so I can get that objective, another French player and a very good one on the pitch as well. And Henry is just a great player in this game. We have two DMs in Petit and this guy, I'm not going to try and pronounce his name, and then we've got the original back four. Now let me show you guys the custom tactics here. So you have drop back, we have 5 balls of width and 4 balls of depth. Drop back is essential in a formation like this because it's very attacking. I've got 2 DMs, I've got a left wing and a right wing as well, so they're not that close to each other and my DMs can be left isolated. So I want to drop back and I want to abuse that defensive AI meta a lot more, so I'm going to drop back a bit. I'm going to be more cautious when defending because I need to be careful with every single tackle I make. I need to make sure I'm not taking players out of position and get caught out in defense. So we have 5 bars of width and 4 bars of depth. Offensive style, fast build up. This is a formation for quick play. This is an aggressive formation, a formation for people who take confidence in their attacking abilities. So we have fast build up for offensive style. Width, I've got it 3 bars away from the max as usual. Players in the box, I've got it at 5 bars. Corners, I've got it at 3 bars, and free kicks, I have it at 1 bar, which is what I usually use. Now getting into our fullbacks, just stay back goal attacking. For our right defensive midfielder, stay back goal attacking and cover centre. Cover centre is important on both defensive midfielders. We have stay back goal attacking and cover centre on Petit as well. Then in the right wing role, I have cut inside and getting behind on Saint Maximin and get into the box as well. And we have cut inside, getting behind and get into the box for Neymar as well. So this is what I normally use in any other formation really, like the 4-3-3-4. Just most formations I use cut inside, getting behind and get into the box. I want Neymar to be in the box if Saint Maximin's making a cross, and the same for if Neymar's crossing it into the box. And then on our right striker is meant to be Lozano because he's quick, he's agile, he can literally do everything, but he isn't that tall, he hasn't got that much strength and that much of a physical presence. We've got him on getting behind and stay forward, and then Henry has got more of a physical presence, he's stronger, he's taller, he can pretty much do everything, so we got him on stay central. And I want my players to play off of Henry, and Henry can also take a good long shot. He's also good at one-on-one, so he can pretty much do everything for a striker. So I'd have him on stay central, and that's it. So guys, those are the custom tactics, those are the player instructions. That is the formation we're going to be looking at in today's video. Now let's get into the gameplay. Now getting into the gameplay guys, first team we come up against Red Jadon Sancho, Prime Stoichkov, Prime Vieira, I do believe them 2 cards were. He had Red Alisson as well I do believe, and he had Red Alexandro, so I knew this game was going to be at least a tough one, and we do go ahead, we make it 1-0 with Thierry Henry in the 42nd minute. We get off to a very good start. When I say start, it's in the 42nd minute, but just before half time we do go ahead, we take the lead, and here we are on the attack again. Petit is going to play it through, he intercepts it, we win it back. Thierry Henry plays it through to Neymar. Neymar's going to slot it past the keeper nicely right there, and we make it 2-0 just before half time into added time right there. This guy is going to block my pass. I am going to pass the ball to that centre mid. I just can't pronounce that centre mid's name, sorry about that guys, but we do flick up and volley it into the back of the net with Thierry Henry right there. So 3-0 up. This game is pretty much won for me. I was controlling the game, dominating, but this guy is going to play the ball with Anderson Talisca to Lozano. Lozano is going to do a La Croqueta into some space, and it was a nice goal from him. He makes that 3-1 right there, and we do come back. Thierry Henry plays it to this centre mid, and this guy is going to score a goal again I do believe. So he plays it from Talisca into Lozano. This Footy's Lozano card has been great for me, and he's been scoring against me. I told you guys in a post how good this Lozano card is because I've been having so much fun with him in Division 1 rivals, and we do go ahead and we score a goal with Lozano as we're talking about him right there in the 49th minute. So we get off to a good start in this game with a goal from Lozano, and then this guy is coming back I do believe, plays it from Aubameyang to one of his other players, plays it into Talvin, Talvin plays it into Aubameyang. I save it. It was a very poor shot from him, and Gullit gets a deflection right there, which I don't believe was fair. He messed the shot up with Aubameyang. He shouldn't get a second chance at that, but we do come back. Lozano is going to find himself in some space. We win the ball back twice, and we play it into Neymar, so we get a bit of luck right there, and we make it 2-1 in the 66th minute. So we finally take the lead in the 66th minute, and that is how the game ends. So the game ends 2-1, and we get into our next game. Prime Ronaldo, Prime Eusebio, Prime Gullit. There's so many prime icons in that guy's team, and from a corner this guy crosses it in, and of course he is going to score a header. So he scores a header there with prime icon Ronaldo. We win the ball back with Petit. Petit plays it into Lozano. Lozano puts it into the back of the net nicely right there. I was waiting for him to move the keeper. I was just going to check if this guy's going to move the keeper to the right or the left, but we do go ahead and we put it into the back of the net. So nice goal there. We're going to do a drag back. We're going to play it with Lozano into Saint Maximin. Saint Maximin is going to do a nice fake shot, and he's going to win the penalty there. So some clever play from Saint Maximin right there, and we get the penalty right here, and we're going to put it right into the bottom corner. This guy has no chance saving that, so we make it 2-1 with Laurent Blanc, who has 98 penalties, I do believe. So his penalty stats are absolutely insane. So Saint Maximin plays it into that other player. Saint Maximin plays it into, I think that's Neymar. I might be wrong there. Lozano, of course it's Lozano. He's absolutely insane in this game. He scores yet again. If you guys haven't done that SBC, you need to go ahead and do him. He's about 100 and something K, and he's absolutely ridiculous in game. So this guy goes ahead and scores yet another rebound, I do believe. I think he scored one earlier with Gullit. So he goes ahead and scores another rebound. We do a nice fake shot with Saint Maximin, and we are going to get a rebound of our own to come back and make it 4-2, regain that 2-goal gap. And I do believe we are going to go ahead and win this game 4-2 right there. So we get into our second to last game. I do believe this is Talvin. He has Lala, both in red version and Team of the Season versions as well. So we do a flick up with Thierry Henry, and the flick up is going to get us that penalty right there. Sometimes you need to do that flick up, guys. You need to. It can win you penalties. It can win you games. And we do go ahead and slot it with Blanc. Not the best penalty, but it goes in nonetheless. So we make it 1-0. And we are going to do a nice RBNA pass into Neres. Neres is going to pass it into Lozano. Lozano is going to do a fake shot there, I do believe it was. Do a drag back, pass it into Neres. Neres is going to pass it into Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry hits it first time, puts it into the back of the net. So a good goal from Thierry Henry right there to make it 2-0 in the 32nd minute. So early on, we have a healthy lead, but a 2-goal lead can always result in a comeback. We've seen it so many times. Opponent scores 1 goal, then he gains so much confidence and scores another because momentum is on his side as well, and he just gets more confident. But we do go ahead, we make it 3-0 right there in the 48th minute, and I kind of knew this game was in my hands. If I was to choke this game, I'd be very disappointed in myself, but we do go ahead and we make it 4-0 here. I do believe Henry plays it into Lozano. Lozano plays it back. Thierry Henry puts it right into the back of the net. A very good goal there from Thierry Henry. Nice, cool and composed. Puts it into the back of the net. He hasn't let me down that much at all since I've had him. Now we're winning 4-0. This game is pretty much a win for me, unless something drastic happens. It's in the 60th minute. I should be able to hold this off. This guy's gonna la croqueta all the way past me and put it into the box, and he makes it 4-1 right there with a goal from Lozano, I do think that is. It's Talvin, not Lozano, guys. He scores with his red Talvin, and straight from kickoff here, we play the ball into Petit. I was looking to get that goal back. I was frustrated about that goal. I did concede, getting croqueted so many times, and we do go ahead, we make it 5-1 there from kickoff with Lozano. Absolutely insane card. You guys have to try him out. I don't know how many times I've said that so far, but even if you can use, I was about to say his loan, but his loan is an 82 rated card you got for 1 game just to vote. But you guys just need to try him out some way. Just do his SBC 100k and just tell me how you guys enjoy him. But he is so good. I don't regret doing him, and he does a fake short hair and we go ahead and score a goal. I think I said fake shot, I meant scoop turn. So he scoop turns it into a good position and puts it into the back of net. So we do end up winning that game 6-2. If you guys have enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys later. Peace. Damn.